Welcome back. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We are streaming. Should have been streaming a while ago. I believe I'm streaming to Twitch and YouTube. Let me just make sure the sound's coming through. Oh. Dearing me. What is happening? Testing. Just turn that off. Turn that on. High GPU. Oh. Oh, that's interesting. Right. Let me just test a few things out here. I'm just using the new NVIDIA broadcast. I'll just update this. What would we do without World of Warcraft? Honestly, what would we do? Let me go back to NVIDIA broadcast. Just gonna quit out of that. Oh, that's the wrong button. Van. Okay. Wow, so much for that. You see how the GPU's working here. Hang on. $4070 is work. Oh, no, that's better. That seems to be working better. Okay. All right. We've got our little avatar. 1, 2, 3. Yeah. Put you down. Testing. Okay. Oh, well. Oh, Wall's gone offline. Right. Sharpening stone on our axe. We've got a bit more gear of the eagle on us. We've done well off the AH set for this. It's got stamina int. I didn't have a hat, but the fact it's got some stam, it's got some int, it's got some spirit. That's good. What we're going to do is we're just going to grind some mobs. I can't remember all the buffs. So we're going to... We'll just start with these two boys. Oh, we'll go with these three boys. Alright. Happy days. $27 and $25.
Health warning.
It's alright. It's what we get for... We'll do a little bit of that. Bring him home. Now, I've been getting quite a few good greens out of this. So we'll go over here, we'll kick the bandage up. My shield spike did 2.2% damage. Hey! Free damage. Can't complain about that. Let me make sure we... Oh. We'll close that off. What have I got open that's just... It's probably because of the fact I'm streaming. But anyway, all good. So we will... Oh, you're angry little bastard, aren't you? We're gonna be... Alright, we'll focus on you. Give all some holy up. I'm only level 27 and I'm pulling at least 3 mobs my level, which is pretty good. For really, I never would normally do AoE farming this low, personally, but I've got no complaints. It's hardcore, we're trying to do a little bit different. And I'm probably going to look at some quests and everything to do. But I just like killing undead, because undead need to die, and I'm built for undead, so let's just do it. Alright, so what do we got over here? These are 2 level 28s. Oh, they're going to put the toxins on me. Now, I've gone 2 points into hit. That's my weapon. That's my, obviously, into... Oh, we'll do... Fail. And we've gone protection, we've gone redoubt, and then we've gone into precision. We go 1 point into precision. I'm tempted to swap to... do rep, but we've done rep plenty of times. So what we want to do is just something a little bit different. I should probably take it easy because I've got a lot of stuff from the auction house with this main character, because usually I put everything on an alt. But I've been getting a bit cocky with this fella. And the one thing about cocky and hardcore, you end up flat on your face. Looks like people must have cleared some mobs out there, because there's usually mobs here. See, one mob is just too bloody easy. There we go, we got... Oh, we resisted. Look at the anger. Look at the hate. That's alright. Now we've got a shield spike, and I'm really burning. I'm not really geared up to really hit back a lot of
Health
damage.
warning.
Yes. Oh, jeez. A bit lower than I thought, actually.
Health warning.
It's alright. It's alright. Just want to test the sound coming through, make sure it's all good. Give me a second here. Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. Okay, we look good. Ish. We'll walk back, we'll walk back. We'll get a bit of safety here. Put on a stun. Now, I have got quite a few AoE grinding YouTube videos on my YouTube channel. Jeez, I'm actually drinking a lot. Now, I usually don't drink as much, but I'm targeting mobs of 3, and I'm trying to kill things fast, which is not what I normally do. We normally just take it steady. And it is hardcore. It is hardcore. I don't know how much my shield spike's doing. Oh, nearly 4% damage. That's not too bad. I've got a little iron spike on my shield. It's one of the main things I love, pally tanks. You can do it with warriors, but I don't know. Warriors and tanking, it just seems... What we're going to do is we'll do this to him. I'm just going to play it safe, just see how... Wow, that's very aggressive. Very aggressive, my friend. Let's try to go fast.
Health warning.
So the reality is I wouldn't really live long. That got me down really... Am I missing something? Oh, another one of those black axes. Okay. Very interesting. I'm just going to experiment with without that on. I suppose I stood there just taking damage. I'm missing a necklace. Shield is so-so. Most of my gear is all mail except for the hat. So we've got... And we're all of the eagle gear. So this is something I've never really done, is gone full eagle on a pally tank. But I was going to go of the whale spirit and stamina. But... Alright. Okay. Alright. Let's go, mate. We haven't got a reflect on. We're blocking 42% of the damage. Let's just see how that works. And normally I wouldn't concentrate with one mob, but because they're undead, it's holy damage. Happy days. Now, let me talk about macros. Macros. Now, I tend to save, whenever you make a macro, you've got a range of X amount of numbers. And the thing about this, if you completely uninstall WoW and reinstall it, it sticks with your account if it's in your general macros. So I have macros going back to, my God, 2008, 10, that have come back because they've saved them all, which is great. You can make them per character, but you tend to lose them because it sticks with the character, not general. So it's up to you. I have various macros. I think I'm going to get attacked in a second. But what we'll do, hang on, we'll get into it. Get that going. I'll switch that back on. We'll finish him off quickly. Get that in. Get that into him. Get that. Watch out for that big bastard. Is he close? Seem to be going down a life real easy. Alright, so I click the macro. Okay, so what I do is I have... There's two things I've used for a very long time. It's been, I think it's Domino or Bartender 4. It's been a combination of... I think I originally started with Domino, then went to Bartender 4 because back in the day it didn't get updated for a little bit and you swap around for 5 minutes. And also the other one I use a lot, or have used a lot, is X-Pearl or Z-Pearl. X-Pearl was the original, and it stopped being used because we're now in the year 2025, but I originally started with X-Pearl, and that got stopped getting updated, so this guy took over and made Z-Pearl. And what that does is that gives me my unit frames, and you can make these big or small, it's up to you depending on what you want to do. But let me... I'm trying to talk about my macros, but let's just... Hey, mate. Thank you, bud. The idea about this is... The thing about a Paladin is about reflecting damage. Oh, what are you all guys trying to... Those little bastards. So I just want to keep my XP ticking over. I'd like to hit level 28. Execute, I think, gets updated at level 28. Let me just check. It does. Exorcism, sorry. Execute. Oh, I want to kill that spider. I hate those spiders. Let me get back into safe space. So, very quickly, so Dominoes allows you to key bindings, and you can put key bindings in. So, and you can tell it to take over the Blizzard frames and the keys. It's very easy to use. And I'm going to cut this and put this into my YouTube. But the idea is you could set this all up. Once you do, you can then go to profile, and then you can copy the profile. As you can see, I've got a lot of characters that I've leveled, all set up. And you can copy that profile onto multiple different servers and things like that. So you can, once you set it up, you're done. The same with Z-Pearl. Got all the characters here. I just click it and load, and it'll instantly move my frames. And the same with this one up here, Titan panel, manage, and again, it's all about characters. Happy days. Oh, a bit rude. Trying to enjoy myself, mate. Rude bastard. Now this guy can punch my armor, I think. Oh, he has punched my armor. My armor's got massively reduced. Oh, I think that's what's happened. Those bone chewers were coming in and shattering my armor down to... My God. Okay. Yeah, so I use you can use Dominoes or Bartender 4. I think Bartender 4's updated, Dominoes maybe updated. Same thing. You basically turn it on, you follow the steps, you can set up all your bars, you can tell it to take over, I think, the Blizzard Art bar, right? And then you move it around and you create 3 bars. 1, 2, 3. The middle one I make 1 to 12. So it helps if you have a multi-button mouse. I've got Nagas and I've got some other brand that's a bigger brand. I'm 6'4", built for war, and I look like a warrior in real life. The shoulders, the veins, the scars, the muscles, the veins. I don't look like a warlock. But I love the warlocks. Okay, let's block. Give him a... So anyway, I put 3 bars, and the idea, and I've just done this since day 1. Okay, they all died. I build all my classes on the same function. So it keeps it easy, and the more you get into retail, I don't know, I can't vouch from Shadowlands onwards, but I presume it's the same function. Every key, you've got your main attack, you've got execute, you've got your big cast spells, so like a warlock, chaos bolt, you've got your shadow burn for execute. So, classes, I can't say I've played every class now for a long time, but the core classes I've played, and it's a similar thing. So the middle, if I tick bartender, as you can see, that's the middle. I make that the middle. Let me just align it up properly. Again, you can justice, make it bigger. You do you. It's pretty straightforward. All the rest of it. Now, what I might do here is copy from my warrior off here. Right, so it adjusted it back. Okay. So I just updated the profile because I clicked the button. Now what I do is so I've got a 12 button mouse button, so you can get the Naga MMO mouse. I've got the I think I've got about eight of these mice. I'm looking at I think I'm looking at 2 behind my OLED, and I think I've got just up behind me in my cupboard above me in my office is and plus my fridge is another 5 or 6. Now half of those have failed, and that's a particular brand has failed, and the others are Nagas that are so old I don't even know if they work anymore because they're so small, and I've got big hands and and big feet, if you know what I mean. But anyway, what I do is, so I always make the middle, and I number that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and this is 11, 12, which is obviously on the 12 button mouse. And then I do S1, 2, 3, 4, 11, 12, up the, that says F8, but that's actually Shift 8. Function key 10. Hang on. That's a bit weird. Why is it saying F8? I think that might be the standard that's SO2, but if I hold down Shift and F8, that might be a multi-button one. It's F8 and... Hang on, let me just press F8 on my keyboard. It is, actually. It's both. It's F8 and Shift 8, which is confusing. I apologise. I just noticed that myself. But these are S1, 2, 3s. So if I'm running around and I got in trouble, let's say I pull those mobs and I'm like, oh shit, I'm going to die, I would instantly start running backwards and hit Shift F1 without clicking, because that is so much faster, especially in PVP. Less clicking and more macros make you... So I just press F then, and that gives me instant Blessing of Wisdom. So what I do is I always make my middle keys my main attack key. So I press 5 and that auto locks, and that means I'm going to auto attack this guy. I'll just press execute, and now I'm going to press seal of self-righteousness. 6, I've judged it. 8, I'm going to drop consecrate, and then I'm going to shift F6. We're going to stun him, and we're going to do that, and then we're going to finish him off, and then we're going to F5 again, F5 again. Happy days. So that's the main thing, and you'll find, especially in classic, if you're playing hardcore or normal, keys 4, 5, 6 for me are these are the main keys. My fingers are rolling. My right hand thumb is rolling across at the moment. 4, 5, 6. Now, what I try to do is replicate certain things. I always have 8 as like a main attack spell, like but there's a you can't cast it all the time. So consecrate has a cooldown. I think Chaos Bolt, depending on I can't remember the expansion. Obviously, Chaos Bolt would be a later expansion. You would cast that. Normally F11, 12 I use for like major cooldowns. So for the Pally, these are the ones that are gonna, my bubbles. I would usually put drinking and bandaging in a different location, but because I've got so much crap on me, I'm keeping it in a area, and I don't have my hearth on. I can't be buggered. I think on my warlock, I've had like 43 macros or something. Anyway, we're gonna do this. Bring this fella in, smash him once, do that, stun him, and obviously you got GDCs. Now I'm actually using another add-on that's telling me what to click. I don't really need that for a pally. It's pretty bloody easy. I actually used it for a warrior, but it was more like reinforcing my my experience. Anyway, so what I do is I have the middle keys here. 4, 5, 6 are my main use abilities, and then usually at the top I have specialized keys. I usually keep my potions and my get out of danger stuff up the top. And my unique keys to my class that either save me, or like metamorphosis on my warlock or something. I'll have it as F or shift 12, 11, 10 for lay of hands. I would probably have it down here. So normally I have R is usually my AoE attack. Here I've made it my blessing of might. F is usually again, maybe an AoE or main ability or something like that, or something that's crucial to me, and I can just press F on the keyboard, which simply means I don't have to click anything. I could be running around, jumping like a mad bugger, or I could just be holding down both mouse buttons and I can press F with my left hand. So I constantly use my left and right hands, and I replicate this across all my classes of my characters, which I'll go into more detail. SR is just, this is res, I don't really need it. But CG is a healing spell. F is obviously my purify, so I can cast at the thing. SG is my fast heal. These down here are like, these are non, what I would call non battle or critical abilities that really don't need to be worried about. I've very rarely had to hearth out of anywhere in my life. If I do, it's there. It depends how many things I got. I'm still getting all my abilities for this class, and there's plenty of spells I haven't learned or updated. As you can see, there's quite a few there. I can't be buggered. Plus, I'm trying to make gold and level. So I'm doing a compromise. I'm compromising 11, compromising on making gold, because I'm doing a little bit of both. So I try to do this across all my classes. So wherever you see, so we've been talking too long. So we're gonna get in here. I'm gonna hit him. We'll get the holy stuff going. We'll finish him off. I don't want him attacking me. I'm just going to beat him in the face a little bit. I gave him good judge in the clackerjacker. Alright. Now those are technical terms you can't use then, they're for me only, okay? Alright. Now normally on the warrior I'd only fight green mobs and usually 4 levels below me. Warrior's actually pretty easy to level if you got the patience and you really stick to the plan, and I plan on releasing a detailed way of leveling the 60 pretty easily. But I don't want to give Kits any temps. I don't want to give her any guides, but anyway. No, maybe she's watching, I don't want to upset her. No, but look, a warrior is actually fairly easy, as long as you don't rely on other people. And that's where you die. But that's what I would do. Like I said, you just need, well, honestly, you don't need all these add-ons that I got, but if you want to just enhance your gameplay, really, Bartender 4 and unit frames. Now, I'd also argue you've got Plater, which will give you aggro and things like that. And also I use threat plates there, and obviously a DPS meter. That's more of an indication than anything else. It's nothing really, you know, hardcore. Let's kill this bloke. But it means you're superior in how you play, and like all things, it's you've got to get used to it. What I find useful, you may not. But what I do is I just build the same foundation, and then I build all my characters, because all WoW characters are designed in the same way, and that is you've all got roughly the same type of capabilities. Like, as I said, a Warlock, you're casting Shadow Bolt, and I would create a macro. So I would have 4 and 6. I think I would have 4 as my corruption dot, 6 is my agony dot, but I'd also have 5 as a macro that I can cast both dots at once, and I probably got it. Here we go. So I've got this, it clears target, this auto targets, it makes my pet attack, and then straight away it's dropping, you know, a range of dots and spells, and at the end of it, it goes to shoot. This one is casting Curse and Agony, and I instantly attack with my wand. Arcane Missile, God, that's an old one. Jeez, that's even older. Let me have a look, sorry. Yeah, for Warlock I have pet attack, pet follow. So what I do, I'll have this attack macro, or as you saw, I'll have a pet attack, and then I have this as an either 11 or F11 key. So when I go to attack, I instantly always call my pet back. So I have superior pet management. It's just simply telling your pet to go passive, and he'll come straight back to you. Put your pet into defensive, and then your pet defend you. I'm just trying to see what I've got. So here's some of my warrior ones. And sometimes I'm yawning like anything, but yeah. So here's a dot. So here's my dot 1 times 2. So when I press this as a Warlock, I'll have this. I'll put my Shadow Bolt key up here, because you really aren't Shadow Bolting as a Warlock as you're leveling. So I'll have that as number 5 key, and my Shadow Bolt will be Shift F5 above, right up here. So when I press this macro, it'll auto target the nearest mob to me. It'll go instantly tell my pet to attack, which is either an imp, usually at the start, or whatever. Then it'll cast Corruption, then it'll cast Agony. As long as your Corruption's automatic, which by the time you're level 15 it is, or 14. And then as soon as I cast those 2 dots, my character will go instant wand attack. So you press it 3 times, you're like dot, dot, wand attack. And at the same time, your pet's going into attack. And I would have that as a 5 key, and I'd have this key here, or one of these 4 keys here is make my pet follow me back, be passive, so it stops attacking and all that crap. And then I replicate that again on all classes that I play. Okay. Now the bone... there's double bone shot. Okay, what the hell? I just noticed all those mobs charging me, so I'm out of there. What? Audi 5000. What the fudge is that all about? There you go. That was a fight. I must have hit one of those other mobs. That's what must have happened. I'll have to look on my review. Hang on. Restream. I haven't got my restream chat up, so if anyone's talking to me, I'm not paying attention to you. All right. Give me a second. All right. So there you go. I think I must have got too close to this dude. Oh, level 28. Must have got too close to him, and then he's aggro, and he's aggroed him, and he's aggroed him, and I'm fighting these two. So I just saw them all coming at me while I was talking, but all good. We just can't do that again. That's all. All right, there we go. We got the two boys. And the key thing too is I'm usually fighting mobs that I'm at least 2 levels above. That's what I was doing with the warrior. So well, okay, Jesus Christ, those rabid wolves. And this is the thing with the Paladin. Once you lose that exorcism, you lose a lot of firepower. I'm not using skinning much, so I may dump skinning and go enchanting, because I am a big long-term enchanter tailor person. Enchanting is like, once you got the stuff on you, especially in Classic, on 2019 launch, which I can't believe is 6 years ago, for fuck's sake. A lot of my classic characters had, I think 3 of them had 300 enchanting, simply based on the principle of, I was able to enchant because I wasn't relying on people, and I wasn't being in guilds because I was working a lot from home, and I could only, I just wasn't being that sociable because my missus was very, thought it was very weird. Let's say that. Because she hadn't seen me play WoW in many years that we'd been together. What else men do? But anyway, like I said, I use Bartender, Zed Pill. There's many unit mobs, unit frame changes. But and like I said, I shift F1 to 12, 1 to 12 here. So all you're doing, and this is how easy it is to macro. This is how easy it is to macro. You're pressing keys, and you got to have a multi-button mouse. That helps. I don't think if you haven't got a multi-button mouse, what the fuck are you doing playing WoW? That's all I got to say. If you haven't got that down, you've been playing for more than a couple of years. It is the biggest upgrade you can do for yourself outside of... WoW is not an intensive game to play. Streaming is a whole different kettle of a fish, alright? Streaming is a whole different kettle of fish. So the better system you got, the stream better, higher, whatever. But what I'm getting at is you don't need a hardcore system. Honestly, you just need just a moderate system to play WoW. I've got an OLED, I've got a 5800 X3D, I've got a 4070. That is a supercomputer. And even though this is a modern client, happy days. But like I said, all you need to do, you go to Domino's, you just learn how... Sorry, I keep saying Domino's. Bartender 4. I haven't used Domino for about 10 years. Bartender 4, you install it, and then what you do is simply you right-click it here, go Key Bindings, you turn off the Blizzard art bar. It has a setup period. Once you've set it up, you've got it adjusted. Once you've done it once on a character, you know, you save it. And any macros you make, you log out instantly because it gets backed up. Now, a macro to me is these macros. And I do a lot of macros because I'm a warrior, a warlock. So I've got a lot of simple but all detailed. And some of them are only per my classes that are my main characters. But like 1 to 12 here, then it's shift to 12 here again. So you're holding down shift, pressing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 11, 12 on a multi-button mouse. There's, I think, 3 brands. I think Naga make one. I forget this. I'm using another brand which is a bigger version mouse. I can't remember the name of the bloody thing. I've got to be honest, it's failed a lot. The scroll wheel has failed a lot. So I have a lot of that wheel, and the scroll wheel doesn't work. And I didn't realise it was that bad until I looked in the cupboard about 4 months ago, and I realised I had about 6 of those mice in my... What the hell is he doing? All right. So the mage at level 20 is doing superior damage. I at best could probably take on 4, but it'd be risky. But with, like I said, with macros, and from there, with a multi-button mouse, you're just holding shift down once. You've given yourself 24 options to either pressing 1 to 12 or shift to 1 to 12. You suddenly got 24 different spots to put in enough of your core abilities to play your class, so you can move and attack and do all these different things and react very quickly. And what else was I going to say? And then down the bottom, I usually put like letters, and I can press R easy, I can press F easy, I can press G easy, and do you see? Then I hold Shift down, I can press Shift F, Shift G, Shift R. So straight away, those 3 buttons I've turned into 6. So that I've got 24 plus 6, that's 30. You can hold down Control and do it again, and if you have enough buttons. There was a point they got that many abilities that you could. I think I got to that point. Oh, helps if I do that. But that's 30 odd. That gives you 30 odd keys. So I would recommend going out and getting a MMO mouse or gaming mouse, or we want to refer to it as. So these guys are my level, so I'm going to destroy them pretty easy. And if I wasn't talking so much, I think I'd be close to level. And you got hell of a range on that exorcism, I tell you. Now, usually on my classic Paladin, I should have kept all the scripts. I used to have a lot of weak auras that would tell me if any of my key things dropped off. Like, if this dropped off, it was like, you're going to die. Because I was pulling mobs. You know, you're pulling dozens of mobs. You're playing like a mage. We'll bring him over. We'll do a quick heal. And at the moment, I would never multi-fight mobs on a standard Paladin under the level. I usually level as Ret. And I think your killing power individually on numbers is faster, I think, honestly. But I always love the safety of a Paladin, especially with a shield and hardcore. And I wanted to see it, so I've sort of been semi-killing mobs. Jeez, the aggro of these boys. They've got aggro. Now, I've got to be careful. These guys around will probably come back pretty quick. That's alright. We can get rid of your toxic curse on him. Alright, those bone crunchers are destroying... That's where I'm taking so much damage. Losing 50% of my armor. That is nasty. I'm pro fighting a lot of bone chewers that I haven't done before last time. Well, that's okay. That's okay. And again, I would be very diplomatic on I wouldn't use as much of my mana, but I am trying to kill mobs fast. Concentrate on one mob is... So if you follow my macro guide there, that'll instantly make you a better player. If you think you're a good player, then times in the fact that you can now react faster and put your main abilities on and go with that structure and principle I got. As you can tell, I'm used to building processes and projects and putting systems into place. And, you know, I'm very process driven. So I build and tailor things. I try to find, you know, a process that works, and then I develop it, then I scale it, and we go from there. And the goal is, keep it simple. Keep it simple. Oh, big old bone chewer. Yeah, he smashed my armor. So that must be an instant ability that I've killed him already. Okay. That's nasty ability, actually. Good to see I'm getting mushrooms off the undead. Oh, don't do that. Let's do that. Staying an hour level. That's interesting. Okay. Alright, alright, alright. Let's get into it.
Health warning. Health warning.
Oh, another one of those. Those are common, huh? Now, I want to show you my build. So, I've actually gone down this path. I've gone Divine Intellect. I would never take Divine Intellect. I've used it in the past in many different Paladin builds. I would have gone Divine Strength as a rep Paladin, but it's again the same thing. At the low levels, your stats don't mean shit, and it's when you get higher and you're trying to pass and shit. But a Pally's, struggling in this game at level 60. So Divine Intellect for more, obviously, intellect. Spiritual Focus, which means my Flash of Light and Holy Light spells have 70 chance to push back. And if I switch on Consecration Aura, 35 plus 70 is 105, so it means I can push out of that. And then I've got 5 in Redoubt, which makes better blocking, and then I've got Precision. I'm going to go in the 3, which gives me 3% spell hit, which means I'm going to hit me shit. Alright, we don't need to do a lot of running back. We'll just... Now, I've got Red Dead Redemption 2. I bought that at Christmas time. It's been about 2 months since I had the game. I haven't played it. But then again, I suppose I've waited so long to play it. We're not going to worry. But once I leveled the warrior to 60, I was going to say that was it. But I've just got to attempt a pally. I've just got to attempt a pally. I've just got to do it. I'll just get a quick heal in. Some drink in me guts. And I'm just happily grinding here because I'm picking up greens. I've only got 2 of these axes. At level 19 would be probably pretty decent. Oh, he did put might on me. There we go. We've got this boy. Plague Spreader. What does a Plague Spreader do? Oh, you're the disease boy. That's alright. Well, we're going to lock him down. And then we're going to smack him one. And then we're going to do that. And then we're going to hopefully finish him off. Again, the smart thing with the pally is you get the... When you drop the wisdom... And don't think I'm getting that for some time. Level 38, I think. So when you hit the mob, you get mana back. Woo! Get a big heal in. I wouldn't mind fiery, actually. I want to kill the spider. He died pretty quick. Always keep your face full on the mobs. That's all your defensive skills. Now, I think if I was stacking a lot more, say half my gear was spirit stamina or spirit int. I think spirit stamina is the one. I forget if that's the whale or the owl. I think it's the whale. That would make my mana come back quicker and probably allow me to just keep non-stop grinding, but I've only got so much gold. I don't want to spend all my gold doing 2 builds, or trying to do 2 builds. And you've got to always keep your eye out for fucking mages. One thing leveling a Paladin in classic WoW, oh, is that 2 mages? Especially when they got names like that. Oh, a Warblade. It's a very fast weapon. Ooh. Is when you drop your A, you'll consecrate on the ground. Mages can go and drag all the mobs in to your consecration. They can then they can ice block, and before you know it, you're fighting dozens of mobs. Trust me, I've fought a lot of mages before, and I've had mages try to kill me because they don't like competition. And if you're really well geared and you know what you're doing, you can grind as many mobs as they can, which slows down their progression. But the fact I'm only capable of taking on about 3 mobs at the moment, I don't think they give a shit about me. But doesn't stop someone being a dickhead. Anyway. I might just pause it because I want to just chill out before I go to bed tonight. I actually did some work from about 5:30 to about 9 o'clock, so that when my Monday morning would be an easy day. All right, so we got another bone chewer. Instead of taking on 3 mobs, I'm just going to take on 2. We're going to stun him. I don't think he's poisoned me yet, but it won't take him long, I don't think. No, he didn't get the chance. What we're going to do is going to go for this other rotted one. Bring him in. Put it back to him. Okay.
Health warning.
Easy peasy lemon squeezy. How much damage have I done with that? 3%. All the trees are burning. Now, is this efficient? Could I be doing it better? Absolutely. I'm just happy to be able to press another button like Exorcism, which means I can just hit mobs from long way away. Like that. Oh, that's another fucking bone chewer. So, alright, we got 3 mobs, then we're gonna fight. Alright, I'm gonna try to kill the bone chewer before. Oh, he got me. He got me, so my armor's been wrecked. I don't think matters.
Health warning.
So we're just showing you how dynamic it is by just We don't have to stretch. Now, I should have these macro, but I honestly can't be fucked. But you can macro your keys, but I think it's just easy to click them. We've got plenty of mana. Just worried about that big level 35 elite that's up here somewhere. He comes down and he causes dramas. So let's just get fully healed up. Get some water up a clacker-jacker. Just looking at our abilities, protection. So we go there, boom, and then we go there for 2. I think I might pump my shield specialization up. I could be wrong. I think they say go to toughness, but based on that ability, piercing armor, that really wrecks my advantage. All right, let's do these boys. Hello, fellas. What do we got? 24, 25. So this is a lot easier to set up and do than the warrior. And I couldn't take on 2 mobs with a warrior, especially yellow. I could, but I'd be very close to death, and I had no healing options. Whereas the Pally, I've got a lot. So let's just get a quick heal off. Alright, let's do that. I think I need to upgrade my water. So this is 27 is my level. And a 25. Both yellow mobs. See, he smashed me already. Just trying to kill the bone eater pretty quickly before he wrecks my armor. Yeah, I'm happy for that shield spike. I think it does 8 to 12 damage. I think the next one up does a lot more damage, but yeah. I think I've got to find a better solution about all the add-ons around my map. Right, 3 level 25s. We'll stun one. % of my damage is coming from my shield spike, which is good. And then we rapidly take down 3 mobs. Beautiful. I guess the person who made me want to be a Paladin tank was Hobbs. I don't think he has any love for WoW anymore, but I think he plays Hearthstone or Hearthstone, whatever you call it. SM runs. That was his SM runs back in 2008, 9, whatever it was. So what would we do? Oh, bonjour. I think that elite comes down here somewhere. I think he comes down here. Maybe he walks over here somewhere. We'll just get to this bar up here. Shimmering armor of the WoW. We've done well. Yeah, it's gear of the whale. I might just see if I can buy some cheap. I see if it's cheap. See if I can buy cheap. See if I can buy like 3 or 4 pieces. Maybe rings as well. Just to test its effectiveness. Because with a lot of spirit, I think my spirit is. Yeah, I need my spirit to be around 70. Okay, these are... Unstoppable. Easy. Lord Malathron. Never seen him. I've never seen him in my life that I'm aware of. Right, we're full. I'm going for this long pull over here. There's my demo. Just love it. tempted to just spend 20 minutes. No, I could do it in the morning. I could get up early in the morning and do it. I'll go until I'm out of juice. Let me just get all this bandages sorted. I'm just thinking if bone chewers are going to wreck me up, I actually might as well get rid of this two-handed weapon because I got the same damage on my one-handed weapon. Come on, Rodder One. Very close. AoE grinding. We'll go with 3 big boys. Right, we'll get a stun off. We'll get that off. We'll get that off. We'll get that off. Get one of those off. Oh. Play it safe. Big old consecrate off.
Health warning.
We've got 14 minutes. Let's just keep going. Just try to be... Oh, Giga Jeff. What level are you now, Giga Jeff? 44. Bone chewers are the painful ones we've got to worry about. Well, I wasn't expecting Shadow. Oh, not as good as I thought. Oh, what? Only pulled the one. Come on, mate. Oh, will you stop trying to cast your spell?
9 minutes it's saying. 9 whole minutes.
Sorry.
Sooner or later, an epic will drop. An epic will drop.
And the great thing about these boys, they don't run. That's the last of my drinks. Oh, we've got some mana potions. Ooh. Oh, there he is. What's he got? Oh, happy days. Oh, happy days. Right, let's get a quick heal up. Might just need to fight off single mobs. Okay. It's 1 minute away from leveling. Big hits. Come here. Oh, I just realised my health.
Health warning. Health warning.
There we go. Happy days. Big level 28. Let's get a 3 up. 3% extra to hit. Zoom on in. We're gonna train. Ooh. Oh, level 30 we get some juice. So level 30 is our big. Oh, what am I pressing that button for? So level 30 consecration, divine intervention. Oh, seal of light. Okay. All right. Well, that was easier than I thought. That was just, you know. Leveling that warrior was a task, I tell you.
May the light protect you this day.
We will take exorcism, sir. How much? I've got enough money to do it. That's considerable damage. All right. Forget those two. Forget that one. Turn Undead. Redemption. Divine Seal of Justice. Blessing of Protection. Bop. Hammer of Justice. Blessing of Salvation. We don't need to worry about it. That's all we need, ladies and gentlemen. That is all we need. Exorcism rank 2. Thank you. All right, it's 11:45 on a Sunday night. Got a big Monday. We've prepped all my stuff. This guy's got a shield spike. I'm gonna push him to AoE farm level. Honestly, on Classic, I did it from level 50 onwards. Apparently, if you're going down purely what I'm doing, you can get it by early 40s, which is good. But I don't think it'll be at the same level that I'm used to. But anyway, it's good night for me, and it's good night for him. Good night. And I'll catch you and see you next time. Thanks for tuning in. Bye.
I just got 3 things to say. God bless our troops. God bless America. And gentlemen, start your